this is Jamie from the Earl Brown Heritage Center, and today I'm going to teach you how to make macaroni and cheese. We're going to do one kind of for the kids, and then one that we can kick up a few flavors for the adults. So our first step in making the macaroni and cheese is what we're going to do is start off with what's called a bechamel sauce. That is simply just melting some butter. You're going to let your butter melt in the pan. And that's going to melt a little bit. Then once your butter starts to melt, you can add flour, just regular flour. You're just going to add a little just to help give your final sauce a little thickness. So you're going to cook that just for a minute or so. You want to get that raw flavor of the flour out and let it cook. You'll see it start to bubble up a little bit. That's just cooking right now. You're going to let that cook. You don't want to let it get brown. You just want to let it cook a little. So as you can see, it's starting to cook, it's starting to come together. At this point, you can add milk. So you can add a little milk right into your butter flour mix that's been cooking. You're going to let that come together for just a second. At this point, I also like to add a little cream. Cream adds a little richness, a little bit more body to your final sauce. So you can add some cream. And at this point, you're going to let this sauce come up to a boil. It's going to get thicker, and we let this cook for a little bit before we add our cheeses. At this point, our cream and milk mixture, you can see it's starting to come up to temperature, and we're starting to get some bubbles, so it's coming up to temp. At this point, we can add some cheddar cheese and American. And we just do this just to add a little bit of body. And, you know, for the kids, they like it very simple. So you can add this, and you just want to stir this together. And this is going to be your basic cheese sauce. At this point, once the cheese has started to melt, this is where you could toss in your pasta, and this is where you would, for the children, you could stop it right here. But if we want to take it to, you know, for the adults, at this point, you can add other cheeses. So today I have some smoked Gouda. Add a little smoked Gouda to it. I also have some Asiago. And the smoked Gouda is from Appleton, Wisconsin. It's a local farm, not too far away from here. We're going to add that cheese. You can see it's all starting to get melt very quickly. And you just stir that together until your cheese and the heat from your milk and cream is what's going to pull this all together. You can see the cheese is starting to melt. So once that gets melted, at this point, if you'd like, for the adults, at this point what we like to do is we're going to add our pasta right into the cheese sauce. And depending on how much cheese sauce you make, is how much pasta you want to put in. So we're just going to coat our pasta really nice. You can see it's all coming together, nice and thick and creamy. And for the adults, what I like to do is we add a little bacon. This bacon is also from a local farm here, close to just south of the Twin Cities. You can mix that together. And then if you want, you can have fresh spinach, you can do broccoli, you can do cauliflower, anything you like. Today we're going to do some fresh spinach. And you're just going to put that right into the pan, and it's going to wilt right into your pasta. And you're just going to mix that in. Let it all come together. We're just going to let that get the heat through the spinach. It will just wilt right into it. The spinach wilts very quickly. If you'd like, you can add a little salt and pepper at this time. And you don't want to add too much salt because your cheese also has salt in it already. So you don't want to get too heavy on the salt. You just mix it together and you are ready to have your spinach, macaroni, bacon cheese. So at this point, I always like to add a little extra bacon because it's bacon. That's a nice little crunch inside the creamy mac and cheese. And if you'd like, you can add a little toasted breadcrumb to it. And a nice Sunday afternoon rainy day dish. Enjoy.